Hello, everyone. This is Kama with the online talk show Pursuing Your Passion, as well as my online radio station, kamaspeaksradio.com. Today, I am bringing my guest back from last week because I told her she needs to be face to face, so I could see her. We could see her as we talk about her career, talk about the path she's going, and where she expects to be. So I want to welcome my guest, the singer, artist, songwriter, actor. She does it all. Zakiya, thank you so much for being on.
Well, thank you for having me come on. I'm so glad that I got the privilege to come back, so that is exciting. And I'm just blessed. I'm feeling great today, and it's just a privilege for you to have me on. And I'm just ready. So whatever you have, just go ahead and ask me. I'm ready.
All right, and I'm sorry, it seemed like I was stumbling over your name as if I don't know it. I guess all this heat is getting to me right now. But I want you to, again, let's talk about what you're doing. So let's tell the audience what you're doing, because we're in a different segment, and we're going to be able to tape this and put this out there. Tell people about yourself.
Well, first off, I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I recently graduated last year from the College of Charleston with a degree, a Bachelor's of Arts, and a business minor. At this moment, I have relocated to Atlanta about 3 weeks ago, so I'm spreading my wings. But in the meantime, I've done a lot of work with the resources that I've had. So I have an album on iTunes that I released when I was 19 called The Awakening. I background sung for Angie Stone when I was, I think, how old was I, about 20. I was a background dancer for the ATL Invasion Tour when Lil Wayne and T.I. and Lloyd came to South Carolina. I was a background dancer for an opening artist, Felicia. I also was in Open Jar Art Institute, where people from all over America, college students in the arts or music or dance sector, audition to work with Broadway professionals, and I got the privilege of being selected, me and one other African American female. So that shows you, yeah, it's very difficult, but look, we are out here, we are representing for all ethnicities, for all women, anybody that is an entrepreneur that is striving to better themselves. We are doing it. I am doing it. Just last Friday, I was on set for the sitcom Satisfaction. As just an extra, I got pulled to the side for a stand-in role.
Wow.
So I got paid. Yeah, I got paid more than the other extras there. So you don't know. It's not your choice to decide what you are going to do. I feel like a lot of people limit themselves and say, well, you know, I sing, so that's all I'm going to do is sing. Or there are people that say, oh, well, you sing and act. Don't you think that's too much to do? I feel like if God has blessed you with a talent, go for it. Go
Right.
for it and do your best in it. Now, don't get all confused doing too much at one time, but I'm saying make sure that you really invest in yourself, your passion, because it's there for a reason. So I
Yes.
know I said a lot just now, but what I'm working on right
About
now,
you. About
what I'm
you.
working on right now is I'm working on a new maxi single, which will be 3 to 5 songs. I have more, but I want to do baby steps and tease my audience. So I'm working on the maxi single that will also be promoted through a music video. I've already released Peace After Revolution. It is a remake that I've done of Erykah Badu's song The Other Side of the Game that I've gotten a lot of great reviews for. So check that out on my website, www.iamzakiya.com. I'm very busy. I'm always working, doing something. So sky's the limit.
Yes, and it has to be. It has to be. Now, I want to go back to some of the things that you were doing, like singing backup and dancing and things like that. How did you go out and audition? How did you even hear about those opportunities? Because a lot of people feel like, or I know there's some people that can sing very well, but they don't know how to go after those opportunities, or even how to even search for them. How did that come about?
Yes, I can say majority of the entertainment business is about who you know.
Hmm.
It's about who you know and really networking, making sure you have a lasting impression on anybody and everybody you meet. Karma is so powerful. You don't know who that person is that you're speaking to, so always have a smile, have grace, and poise. Me, I found out about the Angie Stone opportunity by me singing with the band. I was the youngest singer there, so it was a little bit intimidating for me. And they did say, hey, we have this opportunity. Are you interested? Now, if I was a person that was like, I'm not going to work with anybody and, you know, I'm my own show, I don't need anybody, then I might not have had that opportunity open up. But
Right.
because I took the back seat and I was originally just a background singer for their main singer, you know, I was younger, so I was just learning. They opened that opportunity up for me. The same thing with the ATL Invasion tour. My sister actually had a connection with the young lady who was the artist who was looking for someone. I did audition, and I beat some of the professional dancers that went to college for dance. So
Wow.
you never know what you have inside
Yes.
until you try.
Yes.
So definitely networking is the key. Just like the audition, I'm sorry, just like me being an extra in the sitcom Satisfaction, whatever I had, whatever I was doing, somebody was watching me and they saw and they said, let's present this opportunity to her. So you always want to make sure that you are ready and that you are ready for the opportunity. If you're not prepared, then you missed out. So
Right.
for preparation and networking, always being graceful, having poise, having that confidence, it will show. You will shine naturally because it's in you. It's the God in you. So you don't have to work extra hard or beg for an audition. No, you should know inside I have power. You don't want to feel needy like you always have to depend on someone to give you something. You
Right.
have it already.
So you don't have to, you don't deal with feeling like you're in competition when you go places because it's just something inside you. For you, from what it sounds like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it won't, then you just keep moving on with a smile. And I'm sure it's hard, but I picked that up from you. So what can you tell the audience that is looking to get in any type of entrepreneurship that's always down on themselves? Because your confidence is I mean, I heard it from the first time I heard you. How can you help someone that's trying to get to where you are mentally and emotionally within themselves?
Well, life is a learning stage. So I just didn't wake up one day and just have confidence. So people have to also understand where they are, where they're at. So don't compare yourself to someone else because when you're comparing, you're not being realistic.
Hmm.
I had to get in the mindset of I am enough. I'm enough. I am Zakiya. That's why everything that you see is I am Zakiya because I'm not Beyonce. I'm
Right.
not Rihanna. I'm not Chriselle Michelle. I really had to embody myself and love myself. And all that is with learning yourself, taking the time out to talk to yourself, pray, all that stuff is about spending time with you. So that was a growing process because a lot of times I had a lot of insecurities. I would hear the judgments of, oh, this little light-skinned girl, she's so short and petite, she probably can't sing. But you just don't, there's always going to be negativity around you. But the most important thing is for you to understand how you should react to that negativity. Surrounding yourself around positive people is also the key to uplifting your confidence. Always staying into your spiritual, whatever that is, whatever that niche is that makes you happy, find that and keep that with you. People think I'm crazy because I'll send out a yell, just holler, to
Yeah.
relieve my stress, to let go and be free
Yes.
and live. Also, I would say is get sticky notes and have your sticky notes say, I'm beautiful. I'm grateful because I have my arms and my legs, and stick that on your mirror to build your confidence every day. Sometimes with me, I'll just get on Facebook and I'll find an inspirational story of someone that is suffering with cancer. I actually just found out my first cousin passed away last night. I found that out. There's so many things in life. You have to be grateful for what you have and give everything your all because you never know what tomorrow can bring. So I think that gives me my passion, that gives me my confidence because I tell myself all the time, what am I afraid of? Why
Right.
should I fear anyone but God?
Hmm.
I don't know what else to say. I'm always speaking positivity in the
Yeah.
world because what you speak is so powerful. The laws of energy, if anybody could take the time out to view the documentary The Secret, it tells you the laws of energy and what you're pulling inside of you. If I was to say, oh, I'm not pretty enough, oh, I will never have enough money, I won't make it because I'm in South Carolina, nobody's going to know me, or having those negative thoughts become true because you're constantly bringing negativity in your life, and that's what's going to be. But if you speak it, even though you know you don't believe, and there's been times I know I'm not going to pay that bill, but
Right.
I'll speak it.
Right.
I will speak it in reality, and for some reason, it will happen. It will be.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my condolences to you and your family. And I want to now talk to you about how you got into your journey of your new project that you're working on. You called it a maxi. Is that the name for something that's shorter than an album, or is that the name of your album?
yeah. Yes, so the new project that I'm working on, I'm really excited because not only am I in Atlanta, the heart of so much music, so many artists and music, I have so many more resources. So now I'm working with songwriters, because usually I write my own stuff. My first project, I wrote majority of my own album, but now I'm in a period of trying to develop myself and just better myself. So on this new maxi single, you will find a variety of R&B and jazz and soul. And to me, soul has to be in everything. It's not music if there's no soul, and that's even with pop. I don't see country. I mean, even anything that you think of, it
Yeah.
has to have soul. So I'm really trying to take this album to the next level. And now that I'm older, I'm really trying to focus on inspiring people to live the life that they want, to find freedom, to take risk, and to not think that this is all I have and that this box is what I will be in. I really want, especially younger people, because they get so upset about the economy and the difficulty of finding a job. I want to inspire them to create your reality, create your own job, and stop depending on the government or economy or whoever to give you things, but to create that so that you can help others. I really want to, spread that down. So in my music, you will hear that I'm definitely a storyteller in my music, as well as you will hear the soul in my voice. So that's my main thing that I'm focusing on. My voice has developed as well, tremendously, so you will hear a wider range as well, lower range and higher range. Um, so I don't want to say too much because I don't want people to know.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It is okay. It is okay. Are you taking singing lessons? What are you doing to constantly develop your voice?
Right now I'm doing online singing lessons just because I'm new to the area of Atlanta, and I'm kind of I like to build relationships with people, so I want to, whoever I'm going to take singing lessons with, I want to make sure this is right, that I'm investing my money into the right person, because somebody can tell you something that's completely wrong. I've
Uh-huh.
had people tell me something, and I'm like, whoa, that doesn't sound right.
Right, right,
So
right.
I purchased online singing lessons, and that way I can take it wherever I go, because I'm traveling a lot more doing shows. So that way it helps me develop my voice. Not only that, I'm constantly singing wherever I go. I'm
Yes.
constantly singing because even singing in the car. I tell people that are younger artists that think this is just a little hobby and they have that talent but not enough time. Sing in the car, sing in the shower. Every opportunity you should be singing or humming to make sure that you're practicing your gifts. Not only that, I'm always writing, whether that is writing my thoughts of the day or my goals or any poetry, any of that creative stuff. I'm always trying to do each day. Now, some people, it's very difficult for them to do that. I would say align yourself with only 30 minutes. Behind you, you'll see my guitar back there. Now I'm trying to learn the guitar.
Good.
So
Good.
allow yourself to do things in 30 or 15 minute increments. So that's
Uh-huh.
saying, okay, I'm going to do 15 minutes on working on this song exercise and then 15 minutes on practicing this song that I'm going to record for a YouTube video. After
Okay.
that 30 minutes, you're done. You don't go over 30 minutes, because what happens is sometimes we tend to exhaust ourselves and then we give up. We'll say, okay, I went 45 minutes today. I'm not going to do nothing tomorrow, and then you're not being productive. So you have to make sure that you manage your time, and not only that, you're being very careful in what you're doing in that time.
Mhm.
So yeah, break it down to 15 or 30-minute increments and try to be consistent on what you're doing. Write down list, check your list off. It will give you gratification when you have gotten something done, and that also motivates you more to continue what you're doing. So.
Yes, yes. Good advice. Excellent advice. And that goes with any craft that you're doing. My goal, it's been my goal, but I need to start putting it in motion, is to videotape some type of message. I sell real estate and I love to motivate. So just if I just take some time out of my day to just say, okay, for 10 or 15 minutes, I'm just going to do a video so that I can upload. It's not hard, or do it once a week or twice a week and then work on
Mhm.
other crafts. So you're absolutely right about that. How are doors getting open for you as you go out to different places or being called for people to actually have you come in to sing for them?
Um, how did the doors open? God, it's like I can't just say that. Usually someone do, a lot of people refer me to people. I'm constantly putting videos up on YouTube. I'm always working, and that's the thing, is being consistent. Even
Yeah.
if I'm not doing one thing, I'm probably doing something else. If you're not hearing new work coming out as far as an album, it's probably because I'm still working on something else.
Mm.
I just graduated school, so the studio production was difficult to find in a new area. So because I didn't have studio, I was doing theater.
Mhm.
So it's always staying active in whatever you're doing because people are watching you.
Yes.
Also, the impact social media has is amazing. You have YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, all these sources you have to get yourself out there. You want to
Mm.
make sure you are marketable, so that means you have a clean image. That way you can branch off to all types of people. You want to make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure
Yeah.
you have something to contribute to the conversation. Usually, I find opportunities, or people will reach out to me because they know my story and they admire me for my story. And that way they will do something for me. And also reciprocity. I'm always a big person for reciprocity, which is basically whatever I do for you, help me out. Help me out if I help you. So that is simple as, I do have features for different rappers or musicians, and I'll sing for them, but then they'll help me in some type of way, whether that is giving me a beat or referring me to someone else for another feature. So you always want to market yourself and think of yourself as a businesswoman or a businessman, because music is only 10% of the actual music. A lot of it is you knowing how to talk to people, how to network. Networking is the key. Also, speak life into people. Be inspirational. When I was on set, I stood out because I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. I'm always, so, and people will gravitate to that. They'll
Mhm.
say, "Wow, she's so interesting. I wonder, what does she do?" People were surprised. That was the first time that I was actually on set. I've always been in theater and musicals, but people were taken aback that I've never been on set. The thing
Right.
is, you have to fake it until you make it. You have to really believe in yourself that even if people don't know that I'm a star, I know I'm a star. All I need is to get them my information, whether that is my artwork or my singing or my poetry or my public speaking skills. All I have to do is show them. All I need is that
Right.
platform and opportunity. So you can't think that, okay, I don't have what it takes. It's not that. You're just not positioning yourself to have people see what you have. If that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But you said networking consistency. People don't understand how important that is when you're trying to get yourself out there and to stay out there. I think a lot of people fail because they'll start something, and because they get to where they feel like they need to be, they just stop. But it's an ongoing thing, and it's time consuming, yes, but it gets you to where you're going to go. How can you network with someone? I mean, how can you not network with someone? And like you said, even with the reciprocal, okay, give me a beat and I'll sing a track here, or I'll sing a track here, and give me, it's the name of the game. And all it takes for you is to get into the right person's hand to say, hey, you need to hear Zakiya because this is what she sounds like. Or for instance, I was listening to, I believe, Kanye West. He said he was sitting somewhere at a friend's house or something, and his cousin was sitting there singing on the couch, and he was like, "Who is that?" And that's how John Legend got discovered. And I
Wow.
thought, wow, all because he was at a party with somebody. He was, like you said, you're always singing. They heard him sing, and I mean, look at John Legend right now. So it's about who you, not even so much who you know, but being in the right places. And you never know. I tell people, I hate to say this, so I hope nobody, well, I'm not going to say this on here because then people are going to probably see me different, but every opportunity, every place you go is an opportunity to
Mhm.
network, even when you're not trying. I've been
Yeah.
to weddings. I've been at funerals. I hate to say it. I don't try to network at funerals because I know it's a touching time. But even afterwards, we're talking. That's what I was going to say. Funerals, not that you go to do that or even go to a wedding, but there's always a time to sit and rest and talk and catch up. You're networking.
Exactly. You're
Networking.
networking.
Yes, yes. So you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes, I definitely know what you're saying. Everything is an opportunity. There are so many times people say, "Oh, you're a singer. Let me hear you sing," and I'm like, "Take me to it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna." Why?
Yes,
They love that. They're like, "What? You didn't even have to think of anything." And that's what I would say. Anybody that is ready, have your photo shoots with, I mean, your headshots with you wherever you go. You know,
oh,
always have something beneficial to contribute to the conversation. That means you need to be reading up on something. You need to know about what's going on. Um, and then in general, have your life in order. So that means health, spirituality, all that stuff aligns. You can't think that you can just focus on music and you're not healthy. Everything aligns. So you
right.
just want to better yourself. You want to better yourself and your quality of life in general. Get with people that are doing more than you so that you can get with them. If you stay with people that are not doing much, how will you find opportunities when you're staying in a place that's not, there's no opportunity to be there. You know what I'm saying? You have to get with people that can give you that momentum, that can push you, and you won't find those resources with people that are always negative or they're very pessimistic about everything. They don't believe in anything. So you always want to surround yourself around positive people, network. Everything is an opportunity.
Yes.
That's what I would say.
And now that we're talking about opportunity, I want to have the opportunity to hear your voice. I want you to give us a little something. I was going to ask you last week, but time was running. But I want to give you this chance to give us a little piece of something. I don't care what it is, but I would love to hear your voice.
Well, this is from my song Sinful Lips, and it's very inspirational. It's a story song, so listen and love.
Okay.
Lonely girls and what is told if she knew what a future holds. Little girl, find yourself. She's so obsessed with his wealth. She gives her treasure, exchanges it for her health. Now she's growing a seed that's not quite complete. Daddy in the streets and she's left lonely. Should I keep going?
Wow.
Here we go. So she
I,
tricks her way into fast money, using her body to get the honey. Tastes so sweet to her sinful lips, loves the attention that she gets. So she tricks her way into fast money, using her body to get the honey. Tastes so sweet to her sinful lips, loves the attention that she gets. Little boy with a brown bag, why do your pants sag? Nobody can touch his swag except for his dad. Daddy wasn't never around. He left him and went out of town. So little boy has street dreams. He don't have no big dreams.
oh,
That's
that
so
is
silly, but yeah.
beautiful. I love your voice. It is so unique. I absolutely love your voice. I do. I think I love singing. I can't sing for anything. I love singing. And my daughter, I told you about my daughter. Her name is Cheyenne, and I know I bring her up a lot, but she has such a unique voice as well. I remember her singing in a choir, and she was singing soprano, and she was like, "Mama, I am not a soprano," and she is not a soprano. But they just figure, well, she's little, so she's a soprano. And sometimes she just wouldn't sing because, like you said, understanding and identifying, that's not my voice. So we moved her to alto, and she's like a high tenor, low alto
Oh yeah, that's that soul.
voice similar to yours. She's watching this because I just told her the other day, I kid you not, Sunday, I said, you have to be ready at any time. When somebody says, I want you to sing something, just sing. But she says the reason why she doesn't is because she doesn't know what it's going to come out, how it's going to sound. And I told her, don't worry about that. Be confident in you.
Mhm.
Understand what you have. If you mess up, so what? I've heard people mess up and they still have a good voice. Beyonce,
Exactly. I mess up all the time.
everybody
I
mess
mess
up.
up all the time.
Well, I'm glad you said that because she needs to know that. She
Yes,
needs
tell her I mess up all the time. Now, a little trick that I would say for her, if somebody asks her if she is afraid or, that's lacking confidence at that moment, tell her to take a deep breath like this, close her eyes for a second, take a deep breath, and then just start singing. Don't open her eyes up until she starts singing. Once
to.
she starts singing, it will naturally come, and then she can open back her eyes.
Okay.
Closing her eyes will get her in that mindset, nobody is here right now, and that will build back her confidence because she doesn't have that visual. When people have that visual, they're
Yeah.
seeing how people are going to respond to them.
Right.
So that is
Right.
intimidating, especially when you're young. So tell her to just close her eyes for a moment. Now, don't keep them closed because she does want to try to show she does have confidence. Just
Mhm.
close them for a second and then sing and then open her eyes out when she starts. So I think that will help her. Especially since it is difficult because you don't ever know how that first note is
Right.
gonna sound.
I will. I appreciate that. And we are running out of time. So before we wrap up, I want you to once again give us your contact information of where we can find you, where we can find your music, and how we can follow you.
My name is Zakiya, Zakiya. Check out my website, www.iamzakiya.com. Go to my Twitter, Tumblr, or my Instagram. It is all I am Zakiya. So you can definitely check my fan Facebook page out as well under I am Zakiya. So yeah, everything is the same. I am Zakiya. That's how you can find me. If you want to figure out where you can find that album, go to iTunes or you can even just Google my name, Zakiya The Awakening, and it will come right up. I really appreciate all the listeners out there and all of my followers. I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to share my talent. I just want to tell everybody, be inspired today. Do something that you never thought you would be able to do. And prayers up. Stay motivated. We are in this together. All right.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We went through so much to get her on here. We were supposed to be on the other day, and it's just like one thing after another, but it's okay. She made it. So I'm so glad. Make sure you follow her with what she's doing. You see she's unique in what she's doing. She has a lot of talents and everything. So thank you so much, Zakiya, for being on. And for those that are watching and for those that are listening, you can find me under kamaspeaks.com. That's KAMA speaks.com. You can follow me on all social media under Kama Speaks. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn. Under YouTube, I'm for Sell by Kama, or you can just click subscribe. So thank you so much for watching. And remember, no matter what you do in life, always pursue your passion. Thank you.